The devs, for some unknown reason, haven't done any new important balance changes for heroes in this season. Despite the fact there are so many broken heroes currently that are really overtaking the entire system, which is a bit overwhelming. There was just one minor rebalance change, however, for Leviathan, which in my opinion, is barely noticeable. I believe the devs wanted to see how the other heroes will interact with the new hero Vi. Since her ability is probably one of the most complicated and weird ones to develop, as it brings whole new mechanics to the game. However, this doesn't change the fact that many heroes truly needed a buff, even before the arrival of the new hero, such as Hurricane, who has been forgotten for so long, and it feels like the devs are trying to ignore him on purpose. He can benefit from some extra speed or armor, or like Shenji's main ability, Fire Hunter, who could use a tiny nerf as it's really dominating the area, and maybe even nerfing Alice as she is going crazy because of her high speed. Some heroes have been also taken down unfairly, such as Slayer in the last year, as they have reduced his fire, recoil, and spread, which makes him hard to play. But to be honest with you, it's good and bad at the same time, because first of all, we both know how much strong Slayer was, especially the fact that he can one-shot you. So these balance changes were kinda necessary for him. Mirage, on the other side, is the one who has been truly nerfed down unfairly. As the devs hit her right in the core, speed was the only thing that made her special, and only enough experienced players were able to use her properly. But now, she becomes slow and lacks that creativity that had in the past. Now, let's go back and talk about the nerf Leviathan got this previous update. So as I have said earlier in this video, by the way, don't forget to subscribe to get all the news if you haven't done it yet. I don't think it has changed anything for Leviathan, as he is still flexing his muscles every single battle. This leads us to say that Leviathan is abusing the game as well, just like the new heroes. The devs have only reduced his firing and aiming range instead of his piercing power and basic damage. They have also done some tweaks for his passives, but what makes Leviathan special in our eyes is his insane shooting range. The only thing that I think is bringing trouble is his piercing power to go through objects that have high density, which makes him used almost like thermal ability, except he has even better firing rate. In conclusion, Leviathan should keep his shooting range, since that is what makes him special apart from his counterparts. But there is no need for the extreme piercing power as he already has turrets with shields, which is a good way to defend himself. Also, the thing that I'm really hoping the devs can do next updates is add a new passive for his turret talent. Whenever one of his active turrets shoots an enemy, Leviathan gets a damage buff for a few seconds.